And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome into the ring the best of breed winners from the utility group, led in by the Akita, the Boston Terrier, the Bulldog, next the Dalmatian, and the Eurasia, and then the French Bulldog, the German Spitz Klein, and the German Spitz Mittel, the Japanese Akita Inu, and then the Shiba Inu. Next comes the Japanese Spitz, the Kazons, and then the Lhasa Apso, and the miniature Schnauzer. Next comes the standard Poodle and the miniature Poodle. Next, the Schipperke, the Schnauzer, the Shar-Pei coming next, and the Shih Tzu, the Tibetan Spaniel, and the Tibetan Terrier. And representing the any variety not separately classified breeds in the utility group, it's the Chow Chow. And from the import register, the Xolowitz Squintly or Mexican Hairless Dog. And now they will be joined later by the toy poodle, we hope, from the club show. But now my pleasure to introduce the judge for the utility group at Blackpool 2021. He's a household name in the world of dogs. His first breed was the Shetland Sheepdog, and his Charval kennel produced two very influential champions in the development of the breed. From then, he's gone to be an all-breed judge, giving CCs in around 97 breeds and awards, and judges 6 of the groups at championship show level. In 2003, the centenary year for Crufts, he had the honour of judging Best in Show. Please welcome today's utility group judge, Mr. Albert White.
The best juniors in the utility group go to ring 1, best utility puppies to ring 28, and best veterans to ring 25. Utility junior to ring 1, utility puppy ring 28, and best veteran ring 25.
Judge taking his first look at the dogs, taking in the outline and balance, often the first indicators of good type in a breed to get the right silhouette. The last two, the Chow has come from the not separately classified breeds today. And one of the rarer breeds, the Xolowitz Squintly, the Mexican Hairless Dog, has won the import register classes today. But now to the first of our best of breed winners, the Akita. Judge today by Miss Thompson. She had an entry of 22 Akitas here, and her choice for best of breed was this bitch, number 952. One of the most substantial breeds in the group, hailing from Japan, where he was bred to be a fighting dog, also a hunting dog going after bear and deer. Like all the Japanese breeds, the vivid colors are a hallmark and much prized. The Akita is strongly built, with a strong skull, small ears, the tail carried over the back, and this protective double coat. There is our winning Akita, number 952. Now on the table, the Boston Terrier, set forward by Judge David Eiley from an entry of 54. He chose this bitch, number 986, as best of breed. The smallest of the bull breeds. The Boston Terrier hails from Boston in the United States. And when the breed was developed in the 19th century, you had to live in Boston before you could be a member of the Boston Terrier Club. It combines some of the Bulldog features with a degree of elegance. And the white collar, white legs, and the blaze on the head are sometimes known as Boston markings. They give that little bit of smartness, the dapper little Boston. There she goes, our winning Boston Terrier, number 986. There were 74 Bulldogs here today, and we're looking at our best of breed winner now. Another bitch, 1058, has won for Specialist Judge Alison Gunson. One of the iconic breeds of the British Isles, the British Bulldog. Of course, they were originally bred for bull baiting, and the breeders have worked very hard to rid the breed of exaggerations. They're now much sounder than they ever used to be, a little lower to the ground than the original Bulldogs, but free from exaggeration. There is our winning Bulldog, the bitch number 1058. Largest entry in the utility group today were the Dalmatians. 106 of them here for breed specialist Sheila Stevenson. And she chose the bitch number 1146 as best of breed. Although it takes its name from what was Dalmatia, the breed was developed in the United Kingdom, became very popular in the Regency period, when they were prized for trotting alongside the horse-drawn handsome carriages. Prized for their elegance, their decorative spotting, and their ability to stride out all day. And at night they used to guard the stables. Coming in liver spotted and black spotted, here is our winner, the bitch number 1146. Our judge now looking at the best of breed Eurasia, sent forward by Margaret Wildman from an entry of 6 dogs. She chose this dog, number 12 1217 as best of breed. It's thought the Eurasia came from the mixed ancestry of the German Spitz and the Chow Chow, and he has some qualities from both ancestors. The wedge-shaped head, sharply pricked ears, and the tail over the back are hallmarks of the German Spitz. A combination of two breeds. There is the winning Eurasia, number 1217. Now on the table, the French Bulldog from an entry of 88 for specialist Mr. Dean Kund. He chose this dog, number 1233, as best of breed. Of course, this is the breed which has taken the world by storm and now the most biggest registration breed in the United Kingdom. Although he carries the name French Bulldog, it's thought that they were developed originally in Nottingham by lace makers who went to Belgium and France, and then the original stock came back and were developed into the breed we see now. This smaller bull breed with these large bat ears, which give it great character. A distinctive outline with a slight rise over the loin and full of personality. There's our winning French Bulldog, number 1233. Now on the table, the first of the German Spitz varieties. Keith Nathan judged 25 of them today. His winner was this dog, number 1329. It's thought that the German Spitz was developed through miniaturizing the larger Spitz dogs from Scandinavia. Like all of the Spitz breeds, we see a wedge-shaped head, small pricked ears, a tail carried over the back, and a harsh, off-standing top coat. And the Spitz movement is brisk and sharp. They're full of buoyancy and lightness on the move. There is the winning Klein German Spitz, number 1329. And now the same in a larger size, the Mittel Spitz, judged by Pamela Rolston today, 26 of them here, and she chose this bitch, number 1351, as best of breed. They share the same standard, it's only the height differentiation, and it's likely that the judge would measure them in their breed ring. The Kleins are 9 to 11.5 inches, and the middle here, 12 to 15 inches. So everything, all the features are the same, just in a different size. It's thought that the German Spitz were the ancestors of the Pomeranian, which we'll see later in the toy group. Our winning middle German Spitz there, number 1351. Our judge now looking at the Best of Breed winner from the Japanese Akita Inu ring, where Mr. Barry Day was the judge, and he had 19 to choose from. His winner here is the bitch, number 1382. It's thought that the Akita Inu is more like the traditional Japanese Akita, the type that used to be used for hunting. The Akita we saw earlier was developed in America. This one stayed in its native Japan, rather lighter in frame than the Akita, but the same shape of head, the ear set slightly different, but the same luxuriant, off-standing top coat and the tail over the back. This one, a strikingly marked brindle. Again, the colors and the coat pattern, very important to specialists. And yet another vividly colored Japanese breed on the table now, the Shiba Inu. Barry Day has judged 41 of them, and his winner was this dog, number 1398. This is a dog that was used as a hunting dog, should be athletic. Again, this wonderful head shape, these eyes, almond-shaped, set slanting, gives it a wonderful expression. Brisk and athletic on the move. This one with the typical Urogiro markings, which are the white markings on the head, down the legs, on the belly, and the back of the tail. There is the winning Japanese Shiba Inu. There were 22 Japanese Spitz here today for Sue Bird to judge. Her winner was this dog on the table now, number 1430. It's thought that the Japanese Spitz was bred down from dogs from Siberia and the Arctic. So has this thick, weatherproof coat. Again, solidly built. Underneath that coat, there's a sturdy dog which had to survive in hard climates and then taken to Japan and developed as their own Spitz breed. The winning Japanese Spitz there, the dog number 1430. And now another Spitz-type breed, the Quezon. Specialist Mrs. Melanie Reed Peck judged 22 of them today and chose this bitch, number 1471, as best of breed. This is the Dutch Barge Dog, bred to be guard dogs on the barges of Holland and Belgium, and noted for its very distinctive coat pattern, shades of grey, and you'll notice the lighter lines over the withers, those harness markings, typical of the breed. And another feature is the spectacle markings, a black line running from the corner of the eyes to the ear, which breed specialists call the spectacles. Takes his name from the man who developed it, Kees de Geisler, a royalist in Holland. Our winning keys on there, number 1471. And now the Lhasa Apso on the table has been sent forward by specialist Judge Tim Minton, and he chose the dog number 1481 as best of breed. One of the native breeds of Tibet, where he was often found in the monasteries, living in the heights of Tibet, the companions and guard dogs for the monks, and they were credited with some sacred qualities as a talisman, a lucky charm, and a protector of their owner's spirits, some spiritual power, a sort of guardian angel dog. However, despite all of that folklore, underneath that glamorous coat is a hardy, fit dog built to survive the extreme climates of winter in Tibet. The winning Lhasa there, number 1481. The miniature schnauzers were judged today by Jackie Kitchener. 56 of them for her to judge. She chose this dog, number 1585, as best of breed. A breed native to Germany. And the word Schnauzer means whiskered. So it's a whiskered breed, as you see by his beard, his eyebrows. It should be a very solid built dog, should not be anything like a terrier, more substance, more chest than the terriers. But this wire, hard coat on top. This one, a pepper and salt, which is a coat of banded grey hairs. Our winning miniature schnauzer, number 1585. And the first of our poodles forward now, the standard poodle, Anne Ingram, over from Ireland, and a breed specialist, judged 45 standard poodles today, and chose this dog, number 1618, as her best of breed winner. This is the size of poodle, which was the original size, and they were used as duck retrievers. They were gun dogs. Could go in the water and retrieve ducks. And don't think this is just a fancy hairdressing, it's a functional cut. The water dogs were clipped, their hindquarters clipped to give them propelling power in the water, pom-poms on their joints to protect them, and this mane of hair at the front to give them buoyancy. However, as show dogs, they've got wonderful carriage, always put on a good show with their light movement, their long head, good length of foreface, almond-shaped eyes, and always elegant in their carriage. There's our winning standard poodle, number 1618. The miniature poodles today were judged by Edward Winishki, and he had 56 to judge. Sorry, he had 15 to judge, and chose this dog, number 1592, as best of breed. The miniature poodle, bred down from the larger size we've just seen. One of the great challenges in miniaturizing breeds is to get the same features in a smaller size. The standards are the same, just the height limits. And we've been joined by the toy poodle best of breed now, the smallest of the sizes we have in England. Edward Vinishki judged 20 of them today and chose this dog, number 1656, as best of breed. The 11 inches is the top height for the toy poodle, 15 inches for the miniature, so we've moved down a step here. This one, a brown. The same long chiseled foreface, almond-shaped eye, and cobby body. Features of all the poodle varieties, but of course harder to get them in the smaller sizes. Our winning toy poodle there, number 1656. Now, the skipper keys were judged today by specialist David Matthews. From an entry of 19, he chose the dog number 1669 as best of breed. The winning skipper key there, number 1669. Just being asked to go around a little more to show off his outline and his profile gait. There you go, the winning skipper key, 1669. Our judge now looking at the Sarpe. 18 of them here today for Keith Nathan. And he chose this bitch, number 1718, as his best of breed winner. This is a breed which was developed in China. Very ancient breed, going back to the Han Dynasty. It has many unique features, including its thick skin and quite harsh coat. It's a short, bristly coat. It has fine wrinkles on its head and a little bit over the withers and sometimes at the root of the tail. When this breed first came into the United Kingdom in the 1960s, many of the early imports were exaggerated, bringing with them health problems, with skin problems and eye problems. The breeders have done an awful lot of work to get a healthier, sounder breed, free from exaggeration of any feature. Our winning Sharpei there is the bitch, number 1718. And now, Mr. White, examining the Shih Tzu, sent forward by Anne Ingram from an entry of 60. She chose this bitch, number 1752. Developed in China, but from breeds from Tibet. Is a breed with wonderful oriental expression. A rounded skull, large, dark eyes, and this tail carried high over the back. Under that coat, they are solid-bodied, strongly boned, and great characters. Kicking out the back legs on the move, typical of the breed's movement. There's the winning Shih Tzu, number 1752. And yet another Tibetan breed, the Tibetan Spaniel. 41 of them here today for Barry Day. He chose this dog, number 1807, for best of breed. This is another breed that used to live with the monks in the monasteries of Tibet. And like the Lhasa, much valued. You couldn't buy a Tibetan Spaniel. They were given away to valued friends.
Well, Chief Hall come to the Secretary's office. Chief Hall to the Secretary's office.
It was given the name Spaniel by English migrants working in Tibet who saw it as a toy spaniel. Thought they may have Pekingese in their ancestry, which give them a slight bow to the front leg. This lovely cushion muzzle. Our winning Tibetan Spaniel there, 1807. And now the Tibetan Terrier. Very good entry. Second highest in the group today. 100 of them here for Sue Bird. She chose this dog, number 1848, as best of breed. Not really a terrier because they don't go to ground, but they could hunt a little. Unique feature are its flattish feet, equipping them for the sands and mountains of Tibet. Quite square in its build. Early ones came over to England in Victorian times. Some missionaries coming back from Tibet brought them with them. They've caught on and now developed all over the world as a show dog. Their square build and well-groomed coats, giving them many qualities and many wins in the show ring. The Tibetan Terrier there, 1848.
Sorry? We're going to see what they want now.
And from the any variety not separately classified, the Chow Chow. A bitch, number 1928. A breed from China with unique features. This strong skull and padded muzzle and this wonderfully neat hooded ears. A solid body and this tail carried over the back. It's a breed which has unique rear movement, which comes from it only very slight angulation of the hind legs. There's the winning any variety not separately classified dog, being asked to go a little bit further now. The Chow Chow, number 1928.
Well, Chief Hall, please come to the Secretary's office. Chief Hall, please come to the Secretary's office.
And finally, from the import register today, Sue Bird chose this Jolowit Squintly. We used to call it the Mexican Hairless Dog. And this one is a dog, number 1945. This is again a breed which is imbued with mystical powers, guardians of the spirit, a skin which is hot to the touch, sometimes a few little hairs on the face and the back of the neck.
Would all best of breed winners in the toy group please go to the collecting ring?
Coming in three.
All best of breed winners in the toy group to the collecting ring now.
coming in 3 sizes. The larger one, the middle one we see here, and the smallest of them, the 10, which is only 10 to 13 inches. Here we have the intermediate size. The Jolowit Squintly, representing the import register breeds. Big hand for her, staying to represent these rare breeds. Soon we'll see our shortlist for the first group at Blackpool 2021. The Akita is called forward. The Dalmatian. The French Bulldog. The Lhasa comes forward, and the Standard Poodle. The Shar-Pei and the Shih Tzu and the Tibetan Spaniel. And there we have our shortlist. Well done to the others for making it this far. But here's our shortlist. Our judge standing back, taking in their outlines, reminding himself of what he found on hands-on examination. And time to show your support, ladies and gentlemen. There goes the Akita, right round the ring, showing off outline and movement. The Dalmatian, the liver-spotted Dalmatian. And then the French Bulldog. And here comes the Lhasa Apso, the sacred dog of Tibet. And the Standard Poodle. We're just traffic jam. There we go, the Standard Poodle. The Shar-Pei. The Shih Tzu. And last but not least, the Tibetan Spaniel. And the boards have been called for, these Blackpool Towers in miniature to mark the winners of the group. Now, who's going to come back on Sunday to compete for Best in Show Blackpool 2021? The winner is the Tibetan Spaniel. In runner-up spot, the Standard Poodle. For third place, it's the Lhasa Apso. Well done indeed. And in fourth spot, the Shar-Pei is called forward. Number 4 in the group. Well done to all of the others making the last cut. But it's the Tibetan Spaniel we'll see again on Sunday. Rosettes going out to the winners. Are you presenting this, Melanie? Are you presenting this? Presenting the trophy for the utility group winner, Melanie Harwood, well known to you all from Blackpool Committee, famous for her minarets, Poodles. And a big hand for our judge, Albert White, there. And finally, a lap of honour for our winning utility dogs, led by the Tibetan Spaniel. Thank you. And we hope that some of you will be able to come back on Sunday to see the climax of Blackpool Show in Best in Show judging on Sunday afternoon.